Just on the bounce to Glenn Maxwell. Running in, doing everything he could do to get a catch. If there was an opportunity, there's one bloke that you know would have been there for it. Just bounces in front of Glenn Maxwell. The wicket looks like it has slowed up a bit. These power shots are going nowhere. Apart from that one, that didn't hit the wicket. That was a full toss. So it had no bearing on the wicket. Clean in the air, clean off the bat. Runs, boundary 4.
So this partnership 49. Just 35, so we'll pop them back on track. Well, they've not helped themselves, RCB today. They've had opportunities with catches that gone down. That was tough. And this should have been taken. Mohammad Siraj putting it down. Then Siraj is next over. Harshal Patel putting one down. Herbalife active catch of the match. David Willey took the catch. So that's big. It's in the slot. It's gone a long way. This is good from KKR's point of view.
Yeah, they need a few of these. This is a really good over. 13 from it at the moment. It's a huge 6. A little bit too predictable, a little bit too short, and half a chance it goes.
He said it, KB. He was camping on that back foot, expecting it. Expecting the change of pace. That sat up nicely and he smacked it. So 13 of the over, 1 to go. And again, that's a beautiful shot. RCB today, real good pickup shot into the crowd. So consecutive 6s to end the over. The 150 comes up. And after 16, the Kolkata Knight Riders going nicely. 150 for 2. It's the CA Tyres strategic timeout.
थला के किले में बटलर और हेटमायर ने मचाया हल्ला। अब थला और जड्डू क्या रॉयल्स के मैदान में लेंगे अपना बदला? टाटा IPL राजस्थान वर्सेस चेन्नई लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
This broadcast is co-presented by Dream 11 in association with Airtel 5G Plus. Charged by Thumbs Up, Asian Paints, Kama Passat, Anoka Svat, Tata New, Harley Platina Hide and Seek, Ask for RuPay Credit, Jindal Panther TMT Rebars, and Mountain Dew.
इस सीजन बदल गई है चेज की डेफिनेशन।
Absolutely brilliant.
MS Dhoni. That's where his exception. What a finisher you are.
Unbelievable finish.
यही तो बनाता है इस लीग को इनक्रेडिबल प्रीमियर लीग। देखिए हर शाम 7:30 बजे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर। लखनऊ बैंगलोर से लास्ट बॉल पे गेम जीता।
গাইস আসসালামু আলাইকুম আবারো যুক্ত হয়ে গেলাম যারা আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছেন প্লিজ সবাই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন এবং ভিডিওটিতে লাইক করে দিবেন যারা এখনো সাবস্ক্রাইব করেনি অনুরোধ থাকবে প্লিজ ভিডিওটিতে লাইক করে এবং চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত থাকবেন স্ট্র্যাটেজিক টাইম আউট চলছে আমরা এই ফাঁকে আপনাদের কমেন্টগুলো পড়ে নিব প্লিজ সবাই কমেন্ট করে জানান কে কোথা থেকে আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছেন
शुरुआत ने हर मैच को बनाया मजेदार देखते रहिए टाटा IPL हर शाम 7:30 बजे
অনেকেই কমেন্ট করে জানাচ্ছেন যে KKR হারলে খুব ভালো হবে আসলে কলকাতাকে অনেকেই রেগে গিয়েছেন কারণ কলকাতা লিটন দাসকে নেয়নি যার কারণে কলকাতাকে অনেকেই হারার কথাই বলছে প্লিজ 24-2500 প্লাস 3500 মানুষ যুক্ত রয়েছে প্লিজ সবাই ভিডিওটি লাইক করে দিবেন আর চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত থাকবেন প্রতিদিনের IPL থেকে শুরু করে সব ধরনের আন্তর্জাতিক ম্যাচগুলো আমরা লাইভ দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব
रहा है।
আমাদের চ্যানেল থেকে সরাসরি আপনারা দেখতে পাবেন। প্লিজ সবাই ভিডিওটি লাইক করে দিবেন। এমনি রাজু ভাই লিখছেন
स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर
राजस्थान के रॉयल हिटर्स के निशाने पे होंगे हमारे
আরিফ হোসেন ভাই
bowlers,
লিখছেন
लेकिन हमारे
150
आर्चर के
2
निशाने
উইকেট
पे
16
होंगे
ওভার
उनकी
শেষে।
3 stumps।
ধন্যবাদ আরিফ ভাই স্কোর আপডেট জানানোর জন্য।
Well, end of the CSI strategic
ভাই আজকে
timeout.
কলকাতা জিততে
Just
পারবে
posing
এটা
the
বলা যাচ্ছে
question
না
for the
যে
team batting
জিততে
first.
পারবে,
How
তবে
much is enough? I'm going to throw that to you, Ravi, and to you, Kwame.
মোশারেফ খান
And what
ভাই
we've seen so
কুয়াকাটা থেকে
far,
যুক্ত আছেন আমাদের
16
সঙ্গে।
overs.
আজহার ভাই আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছেন।
There's a
মাদারীপুর
fielder in the
থেকে
D.
তামিন যুক্ত আছেন, জোনায়েদ সরকার যুক্ত আছেন, ডিকে বাবু
The
যুক্ত
Herbalife
আছেন,
catch of the match, only 2 wickets down. That's
আরিফা
the
ভাই
only
যুক্ত
one so
আছেন।
far.
সবাই যুক্ত থাকবেন আমাদের সঙ্গে, সবাই যুক্ত থেকে ভিডিওটি লাইক করে দিবেন আর
Not a very
চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব
difficult
করে
one either
আমাদের
for
সঙ্গে যুক্ত থাকবেন। এমডি মনির ভাই যুক্ত আছেন,
If we had
মারিয়া আক্তার আর্মি
drop
যুক্ত
the
আছেন,
match, we might
ফারুক
have
আলী
a
যুক্ত
longer
আছেন,
package.
এমডি সাইফা
What's your
যুক্ত
feel?
আছেন, গেমিং
Have you seen anything to suggest that
মুজাম্মেল ভাই
anything under
যুক্ত
200
রয়েছেন
is
আমাদের
defendable?
সঙ্গে, এমডি বাইজেদ ভাই যুক্ত রয়েছেন আমাদের সঙ্গে,
defendable. It's not
যারা
easy
যুক্ত
on this
রয়েছেন,
ground to defend, but it's a
রায়হান
score.
ভাই
It's a
নোয়াখালী থেকে
proper
যুক্ত,
score on the board
রফিক
when you're batting four, especially
রফিক ভাই যুক্ত
with two
রয়েছেন,
spinners on your
রাকিবুল
side.
ইসলাম ভাই যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
Chakravarti
এমডি
and
ইলিয়াস
Narayan.
ভাই যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
And they
আহমেদ
should. We've seen
সুমিত
sides
ভাই
getting
যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
50
সাইদ খান
in the
সাইদুল
last
খান যুক্ত
4
রয়েছেন এবং
overs.
সবুজ বাংলা 2021 যুক্ত রয়েছেন, কুতুব আলী যুক্ত রয়েছেন এবং জুনায়েদ ইভেন যুক্ত রয়েছেন, এমডি নীরব
Yeah, during that
যুক্ত
strategy
রয়েছেন
break,
এবং
they're also
আইনুল ভাই যুক্ত রয়েছেন, আরো যারা যারা
rope
যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
going around to
বিপি
make
রাকিব ভাই
sure
যুক্ত
that
রয়েছেন,
if
রায়হান
there's
চৌধুরী
any
যুক্ত
due,
রয়েছেন,
it's collected
আরিয়ান যুক্ত রয়েছেন, আর যে
or
মেহেদি
spread.
যুক্ত বিপি
And that makes it even
রাকিব
more
ভাই যুক্ত
difficult
রয়েছেন,
because as the
মারিয়া
side
আক্তার
batting
আর্মি
first, you
যুক্ত রয়েছেন, আরো
somewhat
অনেকেই
have
আমাদের
to
সঙ্গে
mitigate for
যুক্ত
that.
রয়েছেন। সবাই
Generally,
যুক্ত থাকবেন,
the
অনুরোধ
side that
থাকবে
will come on
সবাই
bat second
অবশ্যই আমাদের সঙ্গে যুক্ত থেকে
means it would make it even better for them to bat. So, yeah, about 200. It's a point that's
সবাইকে অনুরোধ
especially
করবো
valid for
সবাই
KKR
চ্যানেলটি
because their
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
spinners have
ভিডিওটি লাইক
taken
করে আমাদের
almost
সঙ্গে
2.5
যুক্ত
times
থাকবেন।
as many wickets as the Pacers have. Pacers are going at 11.5 and over. And they were the ones who did the damage in the last time these two teams
শাহিন গাজী
played,
মাদারীপুর থেকে
albeit in conditions that favoured the
শাহ
spinners.
আলম যুক্ত আছেন, নীরব যুক্ত আছেন, আইয়ুব আলী যুক্ত আছেন,
He's just waiting to be released,
তাহের
isn't
ভাই
he?
যুক্ত
He's just
রয়েছেন,
sitting there.
আরো যারা আর যে শাওন যুক্ত
That's
রয়েছেন,
one
শাওন
of the
আহমেদ
spinners,
যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
Suyash
মোশারেফ ভাই
Sharma.
যুক্ত আছেন, আর যে
Ronald
বাংলা
Russell is sitting
কালেকশন
there.
ভাই যুক্ত
He's got a
রয়েছেন,
fabulous
রাশিদ
record
গাজী
against
যুক্ত রয়েছেন,
RCB.
মাসুম বিল্লাহ এবং সোনায়েদ ইসলাম সবাই যুক্ত থাকবেন
Now
এবং
that might
সবাই
be four,
কমেন্ট
it is
করতে
much
থাকুন
needed.
আর যুক্ত থাকুন, খেলা দেখতে
We're
থাকুন, আমার
talking
খেলায়
about
আমরা ফিরছি।
200 to get there. They need 43 in the next 20 balls. Yeah, quite nicely done in the end. Looking to open the face, looking to make sure that he's beating the man who's sweeping on that side. Means it will make it even better for them. Yeah, just enough bat on it. And they're going quite nicely, this partnership. Had to start again, both new batters at the same time at the crease. And their strike rate's pretty good. And gets 4 more because man inside at third is inside the circle. Slightly streaky, but he gets the boundary nonetheless. Yes, you got a feel for the bowler. His intentions are right, his execution good too. My 2 deliveries, this one flying off the outside edge. Very little you can do as a bowler. So suddenly 11 off the over, 1 ball to go. It's these overs. You get the 15-20 run overs and suddenly 200 becomes 210, 215. He's bowled well. Vishak Vijay Kumar. Has he ended it well? No, he hasn't ended it well. 17 of the over. 3 left. It's 167 for 2.
The way you're looking at me, smiling like you do. It's clear to see this game called love is made for me and made for you.
जहां इंडिया करे सेलिब्रेशन वहां होए टशन का जश्न राजश्री इलायची टशन का जश्न
कूल फैंस के स्टाइलिश डिजाइन से घर की शान बढ़ाएं।
कूल फैंस जो दे आधी बिजली में ज्यादा हवा कम आवाज की है।
कूल फैंस, स्मार्ट भी स्टाइलिश भी।
If there's one thing that RCB will look back at the game at this stage, it is their catching, the fielding on the boundary. Right, Hasaranga comes back. Venkatesh Iyer really needs to get a move on. Venkatesh Iyer, they've got some big hitters sitting in the dugout. What an innings the captain has played. Nitish Rana, 48 of 20. That last shot was an absolute beauty. This one, flat, went the distance, hit with tremendous power. It's not all that bad a delivery. He's made that shot happen. Now going right back, using the depth of the crease. This time the catch is taken. This time the catch is taken, I think. Nitish. They're waiting to see if it was clean. It's an umpire's referral for a clean catch.
To the umpire to director, we have an umpire review for a fair catch. I check front foot and it's a fair delivery at the batsman's ball, so the best angle of your catch, please. Okay, yeah, the fingers are underneath the ball. Just keep rolling through, please. Hands clearly underneath the ball, so ready for my decision on the screen.
If you're a third umpire, you won't have such easy decisions to adjudicate on. It's a good catch by Vishak Vijay Kumar. He's picked up a couple of wickets. Now he's in the action again. And it's the end of an excellent innings, though.
Yeah, played beautifully. Needed to put his foot on the accelerator, and this is more of that. Looking for a four on that side. Just bounces a bit more than he'd like. And it's a good catch, that, because initially he's thinking, oh, how hard does he hit it? And he had to go forward and did well. 48 from 21 is a great contribution. 168 for 3.
Britannia Pure Magic. Ding, ding, ding.
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Andre Russell comes into bat at a ground he likes batting on. Hasaranga strikes at 240. Average is 44. I don't know if he's got time to score those many. If he has,
he's got time. Don't you worry about that.
If he has, it's a big score we are looking at. 10 deliveries. He'll be way beyond that in a situation like this. Now that's gone only up. Should be taken, and it is. Glenn Maxwell, for all his other skills, is also a brilliant catcher. It's not been easy today for Venkatesh Iyer.
What an over this is. Just brilliant here. It's his final one. And it's a situation where your opposition are looking to put foot on the pedal. And you come and you get the two men who are in out. And so you say to them, start again. And you're trying to boss the final period of the game. Top work, Hasaranga. Venkatesh Iyer gone. It's 169 for 4.
and their champion leg spinner, who's been such a force in the middle overs, has now come in to deliver at the death. Rinku Singh is the batter. The last time I saw Rinku Singh, he was coming into bat at the Eden Gardens, and you thought Virat Kohli was coming out to bat at the Chinnaswamy. What an over, you're right.
Over number 7 went for 2 as well. It was him as well, Hasaranga. So a couple of periods, a couple of overs in the game that have shifted things greatly.
And he finishes 2 for 24, which is absolutely sensational on the surface. 170 for 4.
Film shoot, iPhone 14 Pro पे. Amazing camera, huh?
And cut. Hang on, director को भेजना है.
Beach से, कैसे? Those 4K videos are huge. यहाँ juice तो मिल गया. Wi-Fi कहाँ से मिलेगा?
Airtel 5G Plus तो मिलेगा.
So you
already got it. Maybe you should get it too. Back up, guys.
पर तू अनोखा है, अलग है तू.
दुनिया कहेगी सब जैसा कुछ ना है कुछ ना.
All new Abhishek.
Ball out here. Siraj has got 1. Willie has got 1. Harshal has got 1. Don't think we'll see Willie anymore. So Mohammad Siraj bowls 19, and Harshal Patel will bowl out, and their brief is do what you can. Do not let them get to 200. Yeah, what an over that was from Hasaranga. Gutsy bowling.
Got both the left-handers out. Now 2 new players at the crease. Good time to tighten the screws for RCB and restrict KKR to under 200.
Rinku! Go find the ball in the stands. Rinku Singh is here.
Short yard.
Just trusted himself to hit through the line.
He's come out there well set. Let's put it that way. Yes. He's taken guard as if he's batting on 50 and just smacked it into the crowd. He's hit that with utter disdain.
That is some shot to play off your third ball. We're just saying he's taken the strike and kept Russell off it. He's played a shot Russell wouldn't mind. Just puts into perspective that Hasaranga over. Like all good spinners, the ball's not where you think it is when Hasaranga's bowling. Now Siraj. Rinku goes for 4, down to third man. And this time I think it's intentional. He's opened the face of the bat. 10 of the first 2.
Yes, he's flying, Rinku Singh. 6, a boundary quickly to 180. The skill and the control of these hitters at the back end of innings if they try to finish off innings. Admirable. Stood there, it was close enough and so could swing at it. First one, bang, out the ground. That one, the angle says he can't get to it, so he'll just guide it, direct it to where he wants it to go, towards the fence, and it's in the gap too, and goes for 4. Such control.
Right, I think Siraj has just told Rinku Singh, hit my wide Yorkers if you can. This third man, backward point inside the circle, third on the boundary. And does he? Does he? Yes, he does. Rinku Singh, everything he touches turns to gold.
But how good is the shot? Now this is controlled. He knew exactly what he was doing. There was deep third man, there's deep point. But look at the timing of opening the face of the blade to get the placement, just slicing it away. Deliberate, effective, and exactly where he wanted it to go. 14 of 3. The task, the battle as the bowler, you're trying to make him hit it somewhere, and he's hitting it where he wants.
And Siraj is saying that up 2 are playing this game. It's come back the way a fast bowler does.
Close enough. And he whacks it.
Just wonder if Siraj is upset that it's been called 1 for the over. answer for the over. They're getting a little hot under the collar here. What's he going to do now? Steams in. Rinko goes for it. Doesn't time it this time. 15 of the over, the ball left and Russell in strike.
Yeah, close enough. You see, he can reach that, so can hit it. The next one, he thinks, well, I know where you're bowling, and I can't swing at that, but I can guide it. And twice in a row. One with the field not quite set for it, the next with the field set for it, and he pierces it. It really is good batting.
Is there time for the big gun to have an impact on this game? Just played one ball so far, Russell. And Siraj produces the perfect Yorker. What a way to end the over. A drop and the big wicket of Russell. So we've seen it all in this over. 6-4-4. 14 of the first three. He finishes with one more run and a wicket.
Bingo. This is a perfect execution. That is the delivery you want against Andre Russell. First up. And right there. Crashing into leg stump. Getting the big man out. Big man could have done some damage, but he has to depart. For just one, it's 185 for 5 with 1 to go.
मैन ऑफ द मैच तो मुझे ही मिलेगा। क्या फायदा सर? आप तो अवार्ड लेने जाते ही नहीं।
मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे। ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
राजश्री इलायची टशन का जशन।
The smiles are back. One over. Harshal Patel to Rinku Singh. Now for Rinku. What field has Virat Kohli offered? Long on the boundary. Long off. Very, very straight. Deep mid-wicket. Deep backward square. Deep cover. All the boundaries for the big shots down the ground. First ball. Just a single. Just a single. They'll take it. They've got the big hitting David Visa, who's come into bat. But I don't think RCB would mind this outcome too much.
Yeah, on this field, when you decide that you're going to go for your Yorker, you've got to get it absolutely spot on. If you don't, a miss hit can get it out the ground. Siraj has perfection here. Leg stump, a bit of tail, right up there. And Russell, who's looking for one to just get away, can't get anything on that. It's magnificent stuff.
And now Visa. That is in orbit. That is huge from David Visa. Could be today's visit Saudi beyond the boundaries, longest six.
You said 6 land for me. They're just coming out and teeing off. Doesn't matter if it's Rinku Singh or David Visa.
This is big.
This is right in the slot for him. Tall man, sends it a long way. Yeah, planning whilst he's sitting outside. He is setting himself for a slower ball because it's Harshal Patel. And he picked correctly there and thumped it.
It could have been in Sriharikota for that one. Will still take the single. Now Harshal with the throw. Luckily Maxwell's backing up. That's not bad, is it? You come in, you've got no sighter, nothing. You swing free the first ball. 193 comes up, 200 handshaking distance away now. Mohammad Siraj, 14 wickets. He's got the purple cap back. And the reason is, it's not a reason you'd normally expect. that Siraj's economy is better than Rashid Khan's. Right now, Rinku Singh. 3 balls left. Excellent ball from Harshal Patel. He thought of playing a shot, then he thought of playing another shot, and in between the ball left him. 2 excellent deliveries at the death. I tell you what, Tommy, Ravi, this game can change, take many avatars. The fast Yorker on leg stump will never cease to be a great ball. Or that one either. It never came. 2 to go. 8 of this over. Brilliant. This is such good bowling.
Yeah, you know, the issue with it, that Yorker, and why many would shy away, is because you have absolutely no margin for error here at this ground. So if you're going to go for it, precision is imperative.
Yes, this is a quick comeback, especially after being hit for that enormous 6. He's bowled 3 excellent deliveries. Now last ball. Wilson's got hold of it. Oh, a third man to bring 200 up. Only missed twice. It's such a cruel game. He misses 2. They hit 2 and get 15 of that over. 200 for 5. Ravi, quick call. What do you think of 200? They've got the runs on the board. They'll settle for that being put into bat. Any team, 200 is a good score. They've got the spinners. Now it's up to the bowlers to come out there and show the discipline that's needed. Quite incredible this by the Kolkata Knight Riders. 69 from the last 5. And toss in there, 2 wickets in an over. That went for just 3. Incredible.
Hey, morning.
Is because you have absolutely no margin of error here at this ground. So if you're going to go for it,
ये तो बड़ा टॉइंग है।
Manchester Photo.
हमारे लाखों चाहने वाले
जब अपनी टेंशन्स भूल जाते हैं तब लगता है कामयाब हैं हम।
पान बहार
पहचान कामयाबी की।
चार्जर देना।
Charging. New charge with instant kick. अपना चार्जर उठाओ। कला के किले में बटलर और हेटमायर ने मचाया हल्ला। अब कला और जड्डू क्या रॉयल्स के मैदान में लेंगे अपना बदला? टाटा IPL राजस्थान वर्सेस चेन्नई लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
Now, can they come back and chase these runs, RCB? But first, it's time to celebrate some of the RCB bowling. Vishak Vijay Kumar has the very...
back. You've been bowling really well. You've been bowling really well. I think you deserve this.
And Mohammad Siraj gets the purple cap. Well done, Mohammad Siraj. Right, Vishak, you've got the mic in your hand. Tell us about this surface. It's not the easiest surface of someone coming in playing his first big season in the IPL.
Thank you, sir. I think, the wicket is pretty flat, and it's a batsman's game. So I think we've done a good job. I think 200 will be chaseable.
Your big strength is taking pace off. Now we saw Harshal Patel bowling well, taking pace off. Is that the way to go on this track?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've just been focusing on my strengths. I think this is my strength, and the coaches have been really supportive. They've been telling me to just back my strength, and that is what I've been doing. So that's helping me a lot.
Tell us about the ball you bowled to Jason Roy. That must have been a highlight for you.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I've been working hard with my bowling coach about this, trying to make the batsman guess every ball. So I think that's paid off. I think I really love that ball.
Now, you've been on the field last 20 overs, 200, chaseable?
Yeah, of course it is. I think it's a pretty flat wicket. I think the ball is coming on really well to the bat. I think the way we've been batting, I think it's game on for us.
Well done today, Vishak. Enjoying watching you grow in this tournament.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Coming in playing his first big Yeah. 4 overs, picked up a couple of wickets. They'll be shut. You can see up on that card there, first Jagadisan and then Roy. Then 2 beautiful deliveries from Hasaranga. Ball just not where the batters thought it would be. Then that one from Siraj. But while we're talking about the bowling, for me, 200 were made.
Yeah, they did good things with ball in hand. A period of 20 balls where 16 runs were scored, and that was between Jason Roy and Jagadisan. And then that over you're talking about Hasaranga, couple of wickets and 3 runs. And you wonder if that's enough. It slowed it enough to ensure only 200 was scored. You look at those figures, and when you turn up here, must be philosophical about how many you'll go for, because generally here you go at about 9.5 and 10 on average.
I must tell you, though, that there is no super sopper being used at the moment. There is no mat being taken around, only the odd rope, as RCB go to try to chase down 201.
We're in the cauldron that is the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Kolkata Knight Riders put into bat and they wanted to make the most of it. 6th opening partnership that we've seen, but it worked with Jason Roy, a quick fire 50 from him, making sure that he
go to try to chase down 201.
Joined by the captain later on, Mrs. Rana, towards the end, gifting him fitness despite some great bowling. We're in the cauldron that is the Chinnaswamy. Done by Shaq Vijayakumar, the local lad, ensuring that he got his due as well. Just towards the end, joining in with the Shana, you had a little bit of a blitzkrieg from Rinku Singh and David Visa, which has set it to 200 now for Royal Challengers Bangalore to chase down here on Jimmy Panther Cricket Live. We've got run shots with Kevin Peterson. Jason Roy enjoyed that quick back-to-back, literally, performances for him for KKR.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we talked about before the game. We talked about consistency at the top of the order. Somebody in the top 3 going and getting a score. And just the way that he used his feet to that first over from Mohammad Siraj, the ball that he hit on top of the bounce through mid-off. We knew this evening that he was going to do something spectacular, and 56 from 20-odd deliveries is spectacular. When he walked past me there, he just said, oh, I gave it away. Because I think in the form that he was in, on this kind of wicket, he could have got 100. He could have got a beautiful 100. But will they have taken 200? I think if you said to KKR before the game, at the toss, right, we're going to give you guys 200 runs now. Will you take that, or do you want to go bat? I bet 99%, 100%, I would have said we'll take 200, I think.
RCB have chased down 200 plus only once in the last 15 years here, so they'll take that 200. Nitish Rana, consistency towards the end. His bat is just giving him the runs.
He was fabulous today, and great intent. It was a captain's innings because, you know, when Jason Roy got out, they lost another wicket. They lost 2 in a hurry. 2 new players at the crease, and he took the attack to the opposition. I thought his was an extremely important innings. It brought KKR back on track. It gave them that striking power in the last 5 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Go for the jugular and try and reach that 200, which they did. And at the toss, if you had told Nitish Rana, you're batting first, will you take 200? He'll take 200. Because, you know, this pitch will slow up a bit. If the spinners bowl well, you can get wickets here.
That's really well said, isn't it? Because that's something that want to enjoy. It's an age-old rivalry. Tomorrow we get to see the Chennai Super Kings in action. Yes, CSK travel all the way to the Pink City in Jaipur where they take on the Rajasthan Royals. That is something for us to look forward to on Chennai Panther Cricket Live. And of course, can this be done? Because RCB have only done it once before, chased 200 successfully. But the trinity of RCB scored 75% of their runs. They have 650+ scores in the power play. Can they get that start against
Putting off dealing with hair loss.
Can they get it? Yes, of course they can. Will they get it? That's a different question.
Direct to your door for just 19
KKR done nicely here, and actually in the commentary box just off air, we were talking about, is this wicket getting a little bit slower? I mean, there is a little bit of dew, and Ravi actually said upstairs, if the dew comes in, it might be beautiful to chase. I think that's what Virat Kohli was banking on. And bad news for KKR, there is dew. Good news for that trio of batters, because the ball might just come on really nicely, and they've got a total which they can get.
Virat and Fab already 2 century stands, but Sunil Narine dismissed them in the reverse fixture. Would you bring Narine in early?
yes, the spinners, if there's due, should be brought in early and should be handled smartly.
Yeah.
Because you saw how Hasaranga bowled. You know, he got a couple of wickets. He stemmed the flow of runs. No reason why Chakravarti and Narayan can't do the same. They did that in the last game against RCB, but that was in Kolkata, in spinner-friendly condition. This will be a challenge,
news,
but they can be up to it.
Continues across
I was going to stop Faf du Plessis, the kind of score that he's been in, back-to-back 50s for him, used as an impact player, having perfect impact.
Not even an injury can stop him because of the impact player substitute scenario.
So just take
when you're in the form of your life and you're in this purple patch, the only person that can stop Faf du Plessis is Faf du Plessis. Because if you take form for granted, it can really bite you. And you never ever want to take form for granted. You want to keep doing the simple things right, and you want to keep making sure that you score as many as you can. He's in the twilight of his career. He wants to make sure that every run he can get, he just continues to get, because he's not long finished.
In a long chase, as we remember, against Chennai Super Kings, Glenn Maxwell was almost taking that game away, and he's got that game against spin this season.
Yes, and they leave that. And they can't take things for granted. If someone gets it, he's got a bad pick. We've seen already in this tournament, when you leave it for someone else, panic can set in, and you can lose games. So when you're in, take it as close as you can to the 200 that you're chasing.
Take it as close as you can at a chase like this. Look at the crowd. They're on their feet. It's all red now. Not one purple shirt inside. Even though Kolkata Knight Riders have prevailed here before for RCB in a situation now, because they go on the road, they want to get runs on the board. They're chasing 200 plus. They've only done it once before. That was 10 years ago here at the Chinnaswamy. Virat Kohli will walk out knowing that he needs 39 runs to get 3,000 T20 runs here at the Chinnaswamy. It's chase on. We'll see you later on.
Remarkable shot. The timing was excellent.
Jindal Panther, TMT Rebars.
इसको पीते ही ऐसा लगता है जैसे
जन्नत, जिंदगी,
sublime, fresh,
awesome, संतुलित,
बहुत मस्त यार। पैकेट से कैसे भी?
Amul Masti Buttermilk, Desi Refresher.
जितना आप सोच सको उससे भी फास्ट है, मतलब स्पीड प्लस। और हर 5G स्मार्टफोन के लिए बना है, यानी टेक्नोलॉजी प्लस भी। एयरटेल 5G प्लस, तो कोई भी 5G क्यों?
जहां इंडिया करे सेलिब्रेशन, वहां होए टशन का जश्न। राजश्री इलायची टशन का जश्न।
घर कल ही लिस्ट किया था और आज लाइन लग गई। 99 एकर्स पे प्रॉपर्टी आएगी, लेने वालों की लाइन लग जाएगी। घर लेना हो या बेचना, 99 एकर्स से ही पूछना।
प्लास्टिक से प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, लैमिनेशन वाला अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट एक्सटीरियर पेंट। बारिश, धूप और धूल को आन दो।
Jindal Panther, TMT Rebars.
To be celebrating. 201, dare I say, is the lowest of the 5 innings played in night games this year in Bangalore.
थला के किले में बटलर और हेटमायर ने मचाया हल्ला। अब थला और जड्डू क्या रॉयल्स के मैदान में लेंगे अपना बदला? टाटा IPL राजस्थान वर्सेस चेन्नई लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
एक हाथ तो जल्दी।
6,000 रुपए, ओनली UPI।
इसीलिए रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड लो, सिर्फ ये यूपीआई पर चले और रिवॉर्ड्स भी दे।
सिल्वर हैंड लेने में दिक्कत थी क्या?
बहुत crowd है. And the car is 2 kilometers away. Suggest you stay there. Where did she go? How did you get here? I walked. Go walk. New collection out now.
हमारे लाखों चाहने वाले
जब अपनी टेंशन्स भूल जाते हैं तब लगता है कामयाब हैं हम।
फान बहार
पहचान कामयाबी की।
When you play at the Chinnaswamy, you just look at the crowd and you know exactly what the match situation is. Right, the impact sub. No surprise at all. He's out there with bat in hand. And substituted Harshal Patel. Now that's interesting. You'd have thought that Vishak or Siraj might go on. Maybe he's just carrying a little niggle, Harshal. The one thing KKR will be saying is, can we get wickets early? In no team do you have this kind of skew. 79% of the runs have been scored by the top three.
That can be a good thing, that can be a not so good thing. The good thing is at least the top three are in form. They're scoring the runs, they're taking the onus on themselves to take the team home. The not so good thing is when they get into the middle order, how do they manage it? Of course, the impact player signal for Jason Roy has been substituted in favor of Suyash Sharma. What a season Suyash is having. Introduced into the attack, straight away started picking wickets, announcing himself on this massive scene. And now it's Virat Kohli up against him. Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis.
It's a long-standing love affair, Virat Kohli and RCB. 279 runs in the tournament so far. At the other end, Faf du Plessis, 405 so far. The slip in place. Vaibhav Arora has been given the new ball. I spoke to Vishak Vijay Kumar. He said great batting conditions. And Virat goes straight away. First ball, one bounce into the boundary. He threw his bat at it for 4.
A sign of things to come. Short, wide, cut away. Upish, yes. Over the fly slip, yes. But Virat Kohli's not going to miss out there. They've got the treatment. And it's going to be a sign of things to come when you're chasing 200. Yeah, you can't afford to just let those ones go by. You've got to capitalise. You've got to own that pop increase.
Yeah, but a very unlike Virat Kohli kind of a start. You know he can go attacking outside the off stump with those cover drives as well. But the first ball for Vaibhav Arora, who of course got his cap prior to the start of the game.
He's played in IPL before, but it's always a big feeling. You're in new colours, new cap, new feelings, surrounded by different teammates. What do they expect of you? Will I be able to justify their confidence as big names around me? But that first shot from Virat Kohli, I dare say till about 2 years ago, you wouldn't have seen that shot from him. In recent times, he's happy to go from ball 1. That's a good ball.
A couple of seasons earlier for Vaibhav Arora, Himachal Pradesh won the Vijay Hazare tournament. He was a major contributor with the ball there. Got picked for Punjab Kings. So the very first ball that he comes in, when he sees Virat Kohli slash the ball outside the off stump, quickly the correction to Faf du Plessis.
He's suffering from a side injury. KP ever had one of those? You want to put in a dive when you've got one of those? Good ball again.
But good from KKR. They understand that Faf du Plessis has that injury, so they've got to make him run every single run. He hasn't been out there at all this evening, so he isn't up to pace with the game. He's just going out fresh now. He didn't field at all. Didn't field for one ball. So this is Faf du Plessis fresh into the game. You can see there the green IMP written in white. That's because he is that impact player. He's turning up at 9:30 at night to bat.
He's only 38, KP. Oh, just short of the fielder, and to compound the error, there's a boundary. Rupe on the go of boundary.
And the reason why he is doing that and turning up now to bat is because he's been so successful this tournament. Like gold dust to this RCB outfit. He's been unbelievable this season. He's in one of the most beautiful purple patches in his career. I think he's batting as good as he's ever batted, Faf du Plessis, if not better than he's ever batted.
Ten came of that first over. 11 in fact, 11 for Olas.
बुम बुम बॉल ध्यान से डालियो, बड़े बड़े हिट मारता हूँ।
इतने हिट्स मारते हो सर, तो लाल सिंह का क्या हुआ?
तो फील्ड पे मिल, मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे। ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
फिल्म शूट iPhone 14 Pro पे, अमेजिंग कैमरा, हाँ?
And cut. Hang on, डायरेक्टर को भेजना।
बीच से कैसे? Those 4K videos are huge. यहाँ जूस तो मिल गया, वाईफाई कहाँ से मिलेगा?
Airtel 5G Plus तो मिलेगा।
So you
already got it. Maybe you should get it too. Back up, guys.
जहां इंडिया करे सेलिब्रेशन, वहां होए टशन का जश्न। राजश्री इलायची, टशन का जश्न।
डर सबको लगता है, गला सबका सूखता है, तो ड्यू उठा और हिम्मत का खून भरा।
माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है। One of the reasons KKR are struggling the way they are, spin has been magnificent. It's taken 27 wickets for them. Pace only 11. Exactly the opposite with RCB. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Virat Kohli. Now the Rupe on the go for such ease. Absolutely. Like Rupe credit cards in UPI.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no shop sells this. That is unbelievable. Not many can do that, not many in the game. Only his fourth delivery and bang over extra cover. Almost shut up running in. Oh, it's special.
Don't worry about the highlights, just put it on loop. He is ready to have a crack at this 200. He's in good form, Virat Kohli. Ready to come down the wicket, ready to go over the top, over the infield. Faf du Plessis, 409 runs in the form he is in. Can he get a, 750, 800 run season? The Aramco orange cap leaderboard there. Virat Kohli 4, Faf du Plessis 1. Glenn Maxwell will just be simmering underneath. Just wonder, the second time he's had to adjust a little clumsily to that. You don't normally use that word with Faf. KP might be 38. Most days he's fitter than 25-year-olds.
Yeah, he is. He's wonderfully athletic, strong, maintains his fitness levels. He's very proud of his appearances, and he understands that at this age you really need to look after your body, and he does that. That's why he's able to churn out the numbers. He put that together with experience.
Right, Virat. Good ball.
And you get a complete player. Valuable asset for RCB.
Yeah, one thing that Virat Kohli is doing nicely today is a very different approach. He's standing outside the leg stump. That boundary on the very first ball that he hit over covers to Umesh was outside the leg stump that he was standing. Now he's shuffled across slightly towards the leg stump to go closer and probably counter that ball coming in from Umesh Yadav.
Pick the slow one early. Once you've picked the slow one early, then on this ground it's only travelling one place, and that is way beyond the rope. It's a great start by RCB.
One thing you clearly know is that who's the one who's leading the board on the orange orange cap. It can't be without scoring runs. It can't be without the great timing and the form that he's going with. Faf du Plessis. And on this ground as well, 550 is already under the belt. Doesn't matter, he comes to bat at 9:30 or 7:30. He is striking the ball as clean as ever. And what a delight to watch him bat.
Already 14 of this over. Where's he got? Bigger! 19 of the over. Forget the side strain. Forget the time at which he's batting. He is just turning it on here at the Chinnaswamy.
The way you're looking at me, smiling like you do, it's clear to see this game called love is made for me and made for you.
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
अरे प्लास्टिक से प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, लैमिनेशन वाला अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट एक्सटीरियर पेंट बारिश धूप और धूल को आन दो।
कूल फैंस के स्टाइलिश डिजाइन से घर की शान बढ़ाएं।
कूल फैंस जो दे आधी बिजली में ज्यादा हवा कम आवाज की है।
कूल फैंस स्मार्ट भी स्टाइलिश भी।
No tougher assignment for a young kid than the one Suya Sharma has in front of him just now. 30 from the first two. This pair has now put on 500 runs together. Kohli is in great form. Du Plessis has just hit 2 sixes. And you're telling the rookie, let's see how you go against these two.
But what a cool opportunity it is for him.
Absolutely.
He must be loving the fact that he's bowling to these two. If he's got anything about him, and I think he does, he's got his long hair, he's got his bandana on, he's a cool kid. He must be loving this. Give me the ball, I want to bowl, I want to get Kohli, I want to get Du Plessis, I want to break this innings open. That's what he should be thinking. He's the impact player.
And he's seen what's happened. He's seen what form Faf du Plessis has again showcased here at the Chinnaswamy. 2 maximums, 3 boundaries, a couple from Virat Kohli. That includes what he's seen, what he's witnessed.
There's a fielder there. Oh, it's taken right on the edge of the boundary. He has maxed his assignment. Rinku Singh on the boundary, can do no wrong. The crowd is silenced. There's a wicket gone down. Faf is gone.
Outstanding from the young man. Absolutely brilliant. Brought on to do a job, and he's done the job. He's done the job for his team. Look at this. It's up. It's the wrong end. Rinku Singh has the opportunity on the boundary. We've been seeing plenty of drop catches this evening, but not from KKR. Their first chance, and they grab it. It's a happy skipper. Faf du Plessis, well, he was there, and he played beautifully while he was there, but he has to depart for 17. It's 31 for 1.
चार्जर देना।
Charging. New charge with instant kick. अपना चार्जर उठाओ।
एक हाथ तो जल्दी।
6,000 रुपए। Only UPI.
इसीलिए रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड लो। सिर्फ ये UPI पर चले और रिवॉर्ड्स भी दे।
सिल्वर हैंड लेने में दिक्कत थी क्या?
होटल्स पे फ्लैट 25% ऑफ ऑन मेक माई ट्रिप।
25%!
He's coming on the back of a fabulous domestic season, Shahbaz. Only bowled the 1 over for 25. Now Nitish Rana's got a slip as well. Suya Sharma gets away with that short ball, I think. But this was our upstocks Khata Kholo moment. Brilliant catch from Rinku Singh, and with that, the upstocks Khata Kholo moment has begun for this innings. It can for you too. Invest right, invest now. He's bowled 3 short balls and he's got away with all 3.
the Cred power play is on. There's a winner of 5 VIP tickets to IPL from Cred. This could be very well yourself on the screen. Just open the Cred app and send money to 5 friends of yours. Stand a chance to win 5 VIP tickets to a Tata IPL match. Quickly.
That's only if you want to watch the games elsewhere. If you go to Delhi, just call up Anjum Chopra and she'll say, walk in through the Anjum Chopra gate. And you can go and watch the game. Single. What an over so far. 2 in the power play and a wicket. So Kevin Peterson gate somewhere, you can walk through. We've got 100 tickets. All my friends, just go through wherever you want.
Played for too many teams, Harsh. Nope.
Rinku Singh, early contender for the Herbalife Active Catch of the Match. The best so far. Now Virat. This young man has just delivered an astonishingly good first over. It's 33 for 1.
Britannia Pure Magic. Gooey, gooey choco. Feel that crunch. Live this moment. Britannia Pure Magic. Ding, ding, ding.
4 of 1. Big one, it's up in the air. Oh my goodness, really?
भूल जाते हैं तब लगता है कामयाब है हम पहचान कामयाबी की.
And they'll want to do it with spin today. One of the games might have been the game against the Delhi Capitals. They bowled 16 overs of spin. And Varun Chakravarti has been in very good form. His 50th IPL game. The last time these two teams played, KKR made 200 and spinners did it for them. Chakravarti. Shot to Virat Kohli, it's an invitation. Virat Kohli doesn't need invitations to seize the occasion, but he takes that happily.
Yeah, too good a player to bowl it there, but it's the loosener from Chakravarti. And Virat's gone to 18 now. Got to put that away. All the fielders are up. Into the 4th over of the power play. 37 for 1. Run rate is 11.6. Required is 9.7. And we've seen so many times in the last week or so, the teams that didn't look after the power play ended up on the losing side. We're not seeing that from RCB at the moment. They have the intent and they want to deliver it in this power play.
This was the point I was referring to. Look at Chakravarti, 4 for 15. Surya's 3 for 30. Narayan 2 for 16. It's a different surface, I must admit. They will be aware of that. I think if there's one contest that will determine where this game is going, it's spin against Virat Kohli. The striker tends to drop Virat Kohli, but he's got to take this side through now. Against pace, he's 170.
Everybody also understands the fact that he needs to capitalize on the opportunity, especially with Faf getting out and losing a partner they've been so consistent within stitching together an opening partnership. Last game he got out without scoring. First ball duck to Trent Bolt.
Oops, in the air. Yeah, it's going to be fascinating watching one of the greatest chasers in the history of white ball cricket chase down this score. These are the 4 wickets that he got. First was Faf. Glenn Maxwell. And Harshal Patel was pushed up to 5. And then completed it with an excellent return catch to finish 4 for 15. And this is why he's such a good player. Realizes couldn't get the boundary away, he still got 2.
He sets an example for running between the wickets. Shabazz ran with him there. I will just make a note here that in the first innings, Jagadish put a lot of pressure on Jason Roy to hit and to go. Shabazz needs to be very careful that he doesn't do the same with Virat Kohli. You got to bat in partnerships. To score 200, you have to bat in partnerships.
They're searching for number 3. The search for number 3 has been a long search for RCB. 9 of the over. 4 gone, 42 for 1.
सुबह फ्रेश दिखने के लिए प्रेपरेशन रात को ही करनी पड़ती है। सोने से पहले एक ग्लास फेस वॉश, क्योंकि सोते वक्त स्किन ज्यादा जल्दी रिजुविनेट होती है। सो गुड नाइट से पहले एक ग्लास फेस वॉश। जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
जहां इंडिया करे सेलिब्रेशन, वहां होए टशन का जश्न। राजश्री इलायची, टशन का जश्न।
This is such a wonderful stadium. And when it's full, it's really buzzing. And the RCB is standing well in the first 4 overs. The crowd's going to be up and cheering for their team. Good first over, successful over for Suyash Sharma. Got the breakthrough, he's got the second.
Nicely played. Nobody there. It'll go for 4 and they'll keep increasing that boundary count. Just the way you want to start the over. Yes, picking up length quickly. This is fractionally short, but he's in that kind of mood. The intent is there. Punish anything remotely loose. That's put away nicely. Fielder out there. Oh, it doesn't get him. Went for the catch first, and that's the correct thing to do. Would have liked to have something behind it so it didn't go off to the fence. But such a big wicket that you would go for the catch first. Brings up 50 for RCB.
You just feel Suyash Sharma is anticipating Virat Kohli might come down the track, so he's dragging his length back. He's bowling a tad quicker. He's bowling short, and that's just sitting up nicely for Virat Kohli.
And now as a batsman, he would be anticipating that he might pitch this one up. So a batsman might think of using his feet and come down.
Yes, boy!
Yeah, he's going along quite nicely. There's Virat Kohli, 31 from 16. And that goes along quite nicely, I can tell you. The Tiago EV, electric and elegant, with its luxurious and spacious interiors. It makes every drive a breeze. Big shout, big shout. The finger's gone up in the end. Oh, what a night for Suyash. Full delivery. So that's a very good length. Anticipating he might be sweeping, so he's bowled the full ball, targeted the stumps. The finger's gone up, and he's walking. They're not going upstairs. Had a chat with Virat Kohli, who thought it was the right decision. So that's what KKR have to do. RCB will keep coming, but they've got to chip away at the wickets.
Yeah, again a fuller ball. Pitched up ball. Missing the line, missing the length. Again, the lack of form. Clearly there for Shahbaz Ahmed this season. Suyash picks up his second wicket. RCB 2 down for 51.
Sprite.
मैच में डूब गए और हैंड वॉश भूल गए। हैंड वॉश रिमाइंडर बाय अ हैंड एम्बेसडर सचिन तेंदुलकर का हाथ। सेवलॉन स्वस्थ इंडिया मिशन।
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
.51 for 2 now. Royal Challengers Bangalore, and it brings a 4-man to the crease. Glenn Maxwell. As a look at his record, it's a fantastic record. Strike rate 157, and he's been batting like a dream. Odds on a first ball six, Tommy? If it's there, it's going. You know that for sure. And Suyash, 2 for 12, bowling in the power play. Oh, I love it. He just whacks it. But this is gutsy bowling from the young man. To be given the ball ahead of his two other senior spinners in power play, never easy. Oh, he's, I think the bat hitting the ground. And if a successful over despite the 11, it's 53 for 2.
Britannia Pure Magic. Ding, ding, ding. Go, go, Gayab.
अरे प्लास्टिक से प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, अरे लैमिनेशन वाला एक्सटीरियर पेंट, एशियन पेंट्स अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट, बारिश धूप और धूल को आण दो।
Let's look at their batting card, and Duplessis 17 from 7 is a good start, but normally they give them a bigger start than that. Yeah, spin is their goal. The Kolkata Knight Riders, they look to try and control games that way. This partnership, Kohli and Maxwell, need to break it if they're to defend these. So far, doing a fabulous job. Out LBW, Shabazz. Given LBW, I should say. And Suyash is having a lovely time. Got both wickets to fall. And brought in the power play, changed the pace, try and have both Duplessis and Kohli play slightly differently, and it worked a treat. And having got this start, you want to make sure that you capitalize. One more wicket's what they'll be thinking, and so they can be in control. Finds the fielder. He'll build up the pressure. Another look at the wicket. We've got ultra edge there, so a bat close to the ground. It's not on the ground, so that's an edge onto the pad and then straight up. So given LBW, catch was taken. Shot. Well struck, well directed, well placed. Yes, he's always looking to play the field. He keeps a close eye on it. Two fielders in on the onside, behind the umpire, both inside the circle. It's about getting yourself into a good position and picking your spot, which he's done. See how he gets that front leg right outside the off stump so that he can create that angle. In the air and gone! Oh, what a huge wicket! Chakravarti breaks the partnership between Kohli and Maxwell, and they're on their way. KKR, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's how he plays. He takes his chances. Just didn't come off. A little slower, a little wider. It was the googly. Just didn't get the timing or the elevation. And the KKR fielders pleased this punch. Not Maxwell. He has to depart. He goes for 5, 58 for 3.
Faithful, ऐसा full, happy लोग snack full, आजू बाजू मेरे काजू dry fruit, करू tool, walnut, pista, बादाम, cashew, much more, battery full from ground to the dance floor. Bro, snack कड़क है, non-stop munching, happy low, happy, 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 happy low.
3 wickets lost in the power play for the first time this season for RCB. Trouble. Lumrore's in. Excellent stuff by Chakravarti. 58 for 3.
Hitman, middle समझाएगा.
Nice. All is well. मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे. Dream 11.
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है. जिम्मेदारी से खेलें.
None to climb here. 143 from 84. Rate of scoring 10s. Not uncommon on this surface and at this ground. Whilst 10s is something you achieve here at this ground, for this side, RCB, 3 wickets down, it says it all now rests on Kohli. And he doesn't have the help of Duplessis and Maxwell anymore because both have been and gone. Big chance if you're Kolkata Knight Riders. Yeah, this is good. Good to see Andre Russell into the action early. Get him into the game. He's had a quiet IPL up to now. Now bowling in power play. Just after power play. And they've scored most of their runs. Virat, Faf and Maxwell. And the question here, our fan poll question is RCB's batting too dependent on them? You give us your answer, but you might want to wait till the end of the night because they could still get over the line.
I think others will need to contribute to get their answer in a no. But for Glenn Maxwell, it was so predictable. The third ball or the fourth ball of Varun Chakravarti's over. He tried to place it on the offside. He was prepared to go onside and he got a boundary. And then very much prepared to go over the mid-off fielder, or rather go over Chakravarti. He played it into the hands.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with Maxwell, and he's been playing quite well. So the fact that he goes for the shots isn't an issue at all. It's just an issue of execution. Does he execute? And if he doesn't, and you've bowled quite well, and you get him. Before this match, you have a look at that. 79% just about of the runs scored by the team.
To say they're top heavy will be an understatement. They are top heavy.
They're not quite struck as you'd like. Lumroore. Take a single. Now to form a partnership. Do your job at the other end. Skipper there. 34 from 21. A master of the chase. He'll know exactly what's required and what to do from here, but he needs help. Can't do it all on his own.
But just to be fair for the other batters, probably the last couple of games that they ended up losing, the RCB. Not on this ground, of course. Lovely running. Lumroore responding as well. Could have been dangerous, but it's worth a risk. Had the batters in the middle order after the wickets fell for, especially that innings where 100-plus partnership between Faf du Plessis and Glenn Maxwell, and had Shahbaz Ahmed, Lumroore managed to, and Suyash Prabhudesai seize a win, probably that percentage would have changed a fraction bit, but the belief in that middle order of chasing down the target, even if the top heavy have lost their wicket, that belief would have been there, that confidence would have been there.
Yeah, big point. Nicely played. Another couple. There'll be a lot of this hustling as they try and put themselves in position once again. It's 64 for 3.
Britannia Pure Magic. Ding, ding, ding.
AC gone.
Blue Star on. Blue Star fast cool inverter AC with voice command. Bye bye heat. Blue Star.
$64 for 3. Narayan. His record against the big three in this side, very good. They'll hope that with Virat Kohli still there, he can do the business other spinners have to this point. And it's over to him. He's such a champion over the years. Done wonderful things for Kolkata Knight Riders.
Yeah, it's one of those games again, especially for both Andrew Russell and Sunil Narayan in the bowling department, to come back into that same mojo, that same form that we often speak about their contribution. Yes, it's been a slightly quieter season by their standards, and that's the standard that they have set for the world to acknowledge and for us to expect that.
Just over. Have a look at Virat Kohli run. He is so fast. Yeah, he's a bundle of energy. There's no question about that. But important now that he paces his innings well. Yeah, he's got to bat deep.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for run out at the striker's end. Can I see the side on angle, please? Okay, batsman has made good his ground for the stump to broken, so I'm ready for my decision on the big screen.
Yeah, no trouble. In the running there, he's nearly lapped. Good placement. Good hustling in the deep to make sure it doesn't go across the ropes. Yes, they've got to run hard. They've got to take these runs. Expect the odd boundary every now and then. I think very important that, like I said, Kohli bats deep, and that's for two reasons. This is well struck. Yeah, that should be fine. Reason I say Kohli batting deep is just his presence out there so important now, because it can be demoralizing if he's dismissed. Now with Faf and Maxwell gone, it'll really lift up the KKR team and their dugout. So his presence just to get things back under control will be important. To stay there. Nicely nudged, looking to again. Oh, good call, no. Good call, no. 72 for 3.
इतनी गर्मी में इनको सिर्फ तुमसे ही आके चिपकना है। पर तुम ऐसा मत करो। ठंड रखो। Nonsense, disturbance. ठंड रख, Sprite.
कूल फैंस के स्टाइलिश डिजाइन से घर की शान बढ़ाएं।
कूल फैंस जो दे आधी बिजली में ज्यादा हवा कम आवाज की है।
कूल फैंस स्मार्ट भी स्टाइलिश भी।
So 72 for 3. We're going at 9 and over at the moment. 20 from 25. You can see plenty of spin. Nitish Rana also turning his arm over. They've got options in the spin department. Chakravarti, Narayan, Suyash. Now Nitish Rana.
There was talk of dryness this afternoon, wasn't it, when you went down to see the pitch? KKR have to win it. It's got to be spin. It's a peculiar situation Virat finds himself in, isn't it? Because he's got to keep going because the asking rate will go up. Because RCB is batting, therefore, too dependent on Faf, Virat and Maxwell. Yes, it is. If you've got three players like those in any side, it would be 94%.
What I would say on that, though, is that you want your best players scoring runs. So what's the issue with these three real quality, I mean, absolute quality, world-class scoring runs? They're going to get the gap. Oh, it's a good bit of fielding, but he's going to tap it over onto the ropes. It's Lomro that actually does need to come to the party to not put pressure on Virat Kohli and to build that partnership, build the partnership well. But it can't be a bad thing. Does it put too much pressure on the team? I don't think it puts too much pressure on the team, just purely on the basis that they're scoring runs. If they weren't scoring runs, we would be sitting here and asking you a question, is it a problem that they're not scoring runs?
And even if one of the three fire, you know, bats deep gets a 70, 80, you're talking 180
yes.
almost every game.
You make a valid point about Lomro. I think he's carrying a huge responsibility here because Ravi said Virat's got to bat through, come what may. So Lomro's got to keep them in the hunt and not let that required rate go beyond 12. I think up to 12 is manageable with Virat in form, and DK and the others, they bat fairly deep.
He's synonymous with chasing big scores. Virat Kohli, over the last couple of years, hasn't played as well as he wanted to have played, but his resurgence in form is something that makes all of India very happy, and anybody who loves watching one of the greats bat very happy. But I think he'll want to get over the line. He'll want to start winning games for his team chasing.
Yes, which used to be his forte, which used to be his strength. And there's no reason why he still can't do it. It's just a case of pacing that innings, being selective in your shot making, having the ability to resist at certain times. And this is where the point you make of Lomro being aggressive as well is massive, because otherwise it'll put pressure on Kohli. 80 for 3. And the signal, the Sia Tyres strategic timeout.
थला के किले में बटलर और हेटमायर ने मचाया हल्ला। अब थला और जड्डू क्या रॉयल्स के मैदान में लेंगे अपना बदला? टाटा IPL, राजस्थान वर्सेस चेन्नई, लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
This broadcast is co-presented by Dream 11 in association with Airtel 5G Plus. Charged by Thumbs Up, Asian Paints, Kamla Passant, Anoka Svad, Tata New, Parlay Platina Hide and Seek, Ask for RuPay Credit, Jindal Panther TMT Rebars, and Mountain Dew.
इस सीजन बदल गई है चेस की डेफिनेशन।
That is quite extraordinary. 5 6s in a row. Absolutely brilliant.
MS Dhoni.
Fine shot for 6.
That's where his exception.
Shimron Empire, what a finisher you are. Unbelievable finish.
यही तो बनाता है इस लीग को इनक्रेडिबल प्रीमियर लीग। देखिए हर शाम 7:30 बजे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
What a shot!
इस टाटा IPL पावर प्ले में बने हैं अब तक के सबसे बड़े स्कोर्स।
Unbelievable shot!
इस धमाकेदार शुरुआत ने हर मैच को बनाया मजेदार।
Big, very big. 6.
देखते रहिए टाटा IPL। हर शाम 7:30 बजे। लखनऊ बैंगलोर से लास्ट बॉल पे गेम जीता। क्या होगी जीत रिपीट, या विराट और मैक्सवेल करेंगे लखनऊ को डिफीट? टाटा IPL लखनऊ वर्सेस बैंगलोर स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर। माही मार रहा है, कोहली दहाड़ रहा है, बेहतरीन छक्का, हिटमैन तोड़ रहा है। इनक्रेडिबल लीग में छक्कों की बौछार देखिए टाटा IPL हर रात 7:30 बजे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
राजस्थान के रॉयल हिटर्स के निशाने पे होंगे हमारे बॉलर्स, लेकिन हमारे आर्चर के निशाने पे होंगे उनके 3 स्टंप्स।
टाटा IPL मुंबई वर्सेस राजस्थान 30 अप्रैल।
At the end of the Seattle strategic timeout. Still, it's been Sunil Narine has a magnificent head-to-head record against a lot of the RCB batters.
That's up in the air. And it's gone the distance. Short delivery, picked it up quickly. That's what they need. Good start straight away after the strategic timeout.
There's a lot of opinions, there's a lot of brain power, and there were a few conversations that would have happened in the Seattle strategic timeout, and I'm sure they would have just said that a partnership has to happen here, but Lonmore, you've got to go. Because I actually think the next 3 or 4 overs will determine this game. It'll tell us exactly who's going to win this game. Whether RCB have intent and whether that intent turns into runs, or whether they have no intent or they lose a couple of wickets.
Yes, there would have been a message that would have come out that show some intent. You got to get on with it as well. If that happens, things can change very quickly. Good 4 overs from here. We don't lose a wicket, get about 50 or close to 50. The game set up nicely.
I think that's the pattern that we will see now. Virat will rotate the stride. Lonmore will have to go for the big ones. I like that line there actually. They cannot learn roars. They need him to roar a lot more.
But I don't think it's the responsibility of just Lonmore either. And Virat Kohli also has responsibility. We're not going to just let him get away with the fact that rotation of strike is all that counts at the moment. Absolutely not. Look at the required run rate there. You guys all know as well as we do. Rotation of strike doesn't work now. You got to push for 2s. You got to look for the boundary 4s. But one thing we do know, it's exactly what his mindset is. He is not a guy for rotation of strike.
Now that 6 was important because otherwise you've not had a boundary for about 14 balls, 15 balls now. That 6 was crucial.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, दिस इज सूफी एंड आज
In fact, Kohli has not got a boundary for the last 15.
कि हम लोग अपना खुद का YouTube चैनल स्टार्ट करें, लेकिन उनको समझ नहीं आती कि यार हम कौन सा चैनल स्टार्ट करें, हम कैसे स्टार्ट करें। प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं कि यार हमें कंटेंट नहीं पता, हम अपना वॉइस
very good hit. Very good hit. Struck a tremendous mark. Second 6 of the over. 16 of it. It's 96 for 3.
थंबनेल डिजाइनिंग आती है, हमें कुछ भी नहीं आता। तो ये वीडियो उन तमाम दोस्तों के लिए है जो एक नया चैनल स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं। तो आज की इस वीडियो में मैं एक डिटेल से वीडियो बना रहा हूँ जिसके अंदर मैं आपको बताऊँगा, आपको टॉपिक भी बताऊँगा, आप लोगों ने काम किस तरह से करना, आप लोगों को सारी अर्निंग भी बताऊँगा कि किस चैनल की कितनी अर्निंग। तो वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। स्टार्ट करने से पहले आप लोगों को गुजारिश है, अगर आप लोगों ने हमारा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो, बेल आइकन भी दबाएं ताकि हमारी हर आने वाली नई वीडियोस की
27 or 14.
इसी तरह के एक मैं चैनल की सीरीज शुरू कर रहा हूँ जिसके
caused a few problems in the KKR camp. They would have banked on 4 overs of Sunil Narine.
भाषा कैटेगरीज आपके साथ शेयर करूँगा कि आप लोग इस चैनल भी ये चैनल भी बना सकते हैं, आप ये भी बना सकते हो।
This is something you should have picked up from Sunil Narine this year. No edition ever of the IPL has gone beyond 8 runs and over. This year he's going at 8.7.
यहाँ पे मैं पेस्ट कर देता हूँ।
Playing easily.
तो ये मुझे इसकी सारी रिव्यूज़ आए हैं, काफ़ी अर्निंग इसकी हो रही है, ठीक है। तो अब हम बात करते हैं कि हम लोगों ने इसी तरह का चैनल क्रिएट करना है। तो हिंदी में लाइनें वगैरह लिखी हैं, वो मतलब सब टाइटल के तौर पर वो चल रही हैं। तो हम लोगों ने क्या करना, हम लोगों ने वॉइस ओवर नहीं करनी। हम सबसे पहले हम अपने यहाँ वीडियो की तरफ कि हम लोगों ने वीडियो कैसे बनाई। मैच की इन्होंने जो है वो इमेजेस वगैरह दी हुई, ये देखे जी, लेता हूँ, ये देखें न्यूज़ 18.com, ये वेबसाइट है जिसके अंदर हिंदी की जो है वो सारी पड़ी है न्यूज़ वगैरह। तो मैं अगर यहाँ डायरेक्ट लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करूँ तो ज़्यादा बेहतर रहेगा, क्योंकि इसके अंदर सारी IPL की वीडियोस आ जाती है। ये देखें जी, ये IPL आ गया। अब ये देखें टोटली रिपोर्ट से आज के मैच में ये हुआ, मैच में ये हुआ। तो आप लोगों ने क्या करना है, आप लोगों ने कोई भी एक पोस्ट उठानी है, मैं इस पोस्ट को
confirmation of that with those 2 sixes.
लिंक कॉपी मैंने कर लिया। अब क्लिक करने के बाद जो है
So at this stage, Knight Riders were 90 for 2.
टेम्पलेट उठा सकते हो जो वो आप करते हैं। तो ये देखें जी,
RCB 98 for 2.
कन्वर्ट नहीं बढ़ता, हम क्या कर सकते हैं, ये डिलीट करते हैं। मैं अगर अब मैं क्या करूँगा, यहाँ से अपनी इमेज को एक लगाऊंगा, मैं यहाँ से कोई भी इमेज के ऊपर क्लिक करेंगे और यहाँ से अपलोड वाले बटन पे आएंगे, यहाँ से अपनी फाइल को इंपोर्ट करेंगे। तो मैं यहाँ से अपने PC में कोई इमेज उठाता हूँ, मैं अभी वो वाली इमेज नहीं उठा रहा, जस्ट ये आपको समझाने के लिए कि आप लोग इसको किस तरह काम। तो मेरे पास ये इमेज पड़ी है, तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, एक इमेज ये पड़ी है मेरे पास, तो मैं इसे ओपन करता हूँ, तो ये मेरी तस्वीर यहाँ पे ऐड हो जाएगी।
So that's 50.
ये देखिए मेरी पिक्चर यहाँ पे ऐड हो गई है। हम इससे छोटा बड़ा भी नीचे ये हमारा टेक्स्ट इस तरह की उन्होंने एनिमेशन की है। ये देखिए बिल्कुल फ्री में आप लोगों की एनिमेशन हो चुकी है। आप लोगों ने क्या करना है, सिंपली यहाँ पे आते हैं, आप लोगों ने जो है वो एक लाइन को यहाँ से उठाते हैं, सिंपली
You'll see they've got 97 against from 56 deliveries, and he'll be wanting to make it.
प्रीव्यू के बटन पे क्लिक करेंगे और प्रीव्यू के बटन पे
Real impact in this year's Tata IPL will be Virat Kohli winning the game here for RCB.
पिनिंग करने के जरिए भी आप इसे डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं।
And it's set up nicely for him, really.
Yeah.
जैसे मैंने
still 9 overs to go.
प्रीव्यू किया, प्रीव्यू के नीचे मुझे ये नज़र आ रहा है जी डाउनलोड, तो मैं इसे डाउनलोड वाले बटन पे क्लिक करूँगा और ये हमारी वीडियो जो है वो बिल्कुल डाउनलोड हो जाएगी। तो मज़ीद मैं लूमन के ऊपर एक नेक्स्ट वीडियो बनाऊँगा डिटेल के साथ कि आप लोगों ने किस तरह से चीज़ों को मूव करना है, सारी चीज़ें मैं आपको बता दूँगा ताकि आप लोगों को बिल्कुल प्रॉपरली तौर पर समझ में आ जाए हर चीज़। तो आई होप सो ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी रही होगी। आपको तकरीबन प्रीव्यू किया, प्रीव्यू के नीचे मुझे ये नज़र आ रहा है जी डाउनलोड। तो अगर 2 मिनट से ज़्यादा करेंगे तो आपको लूमन का वाटर मार्क नज़र आएगा। तो आप लोग वाटर मार्क अगर आप 2 मिनट से कम की करते हो तो आपसे कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि अब इन्होंने जो एनिमेशन की है वो 7 सेकंड की मेरी पिक्चर यहाँ पे ऐड हो गई है। हम इसे छोटा बड़ा भी कर सकते हैं। छोटा बड़ा करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, इसको सेलेक्ट करेंगे, किया गया यहाँ पे, वैसे हम ये साइज़ आई थिंक इसे हम जो है वो अपने हिसाब से एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं। मीडियम करने को ये देखिए यहाँ पे अब क्या कर सकते हैं, अब हम लोग इसकी एनिमेशन कैच पकड़ा, ये ऑडियंस है, ये क्रिकेटर्स हैं, टीम आने के बाद यहाँ पे क्लिक करते हैं। अगर किया हुआ स्लाइड शो के साथ इन्होंने वॉइस ओवर लगाई है, वॉइस ओवर किया हुआ है और ये मतलब ये जो हिंदी में लाइनें वगैरह लिखी हैं वो मतलब सब टाइटल के तौर पर वो चल रही हैं। तो हम लोगों ने क्या करना, हम लोगों ने वॉइस ओवर नहीं करनी, हम लोगों ने जस्ट पीछे म्यूज़िक लगाएंगे, इमेजेस की स्लाइड शो करेंगे और जो है वो इंडियन की जो हिंदी लिखी हुई है उसको हम वो करेंगे टाइटल टाइप कुछ सब टाइटल्स वगैरह इसके बनाएंगे, ठीक है। तो अब हम बात करते हैं कि हमने कंटेंट कैसे लेना है। अब हमने क्या करना है जी, हम सबसे पहले हम अपने यहाँ वीडियो की तरफ कि हम लोगों ने वीडियो कैसे बनाई। आप लोगों को सबसे पहले हम जाते हैं IPL के ऊपर। IPL लिखा हमने, IPL 20, ठीक है। इसको हम ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट के ऊपर आ चुके हैं। आने के बाद यहाँ पे हम इसके ऊपर क्लिक करते हैं। अगर मोर ने जो है वो इमेजेस वगैरह दी हुई, अब इसके ऊपर हम क्लिक करेंगे, क्रिकेटर्स हैं, टीम है, कोई
It's a strange situation where I think Rinku Singh is having to
गूगल पे जाओगे आप लोग लिखोगे IPL न्यूज़ इन हिंदी, ठीक है। ये सारी वेबसाइट्स हैं, कुछ वेबसाइट पाकिस्तान में ब्लॉक है, एक दो वेबसाइट्स हैं जो यहाँ पे चल रही हैं। सबसे पहली वेबसाइट ये है न्यूज़18.com, ये वेबसाइट है जिसके अंदर हिंदी की जो है वो सारी पढ़ी हैं न्यूज़ वगैरह, ठीक है। तो मैं अगर यहाँ डायरेक्ट लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करूँ तो ज़्यादा बेहतर रहेगा, क्योंकि इसके अंदर सारी IPL की वीडियोस आ जाएंगी। ये देखिए जी, ये IPL आ गए। अब ये देखिए टोटली रिपोर्ट दे रहा है कि आज के मैच में ये हुआ, फलां के दिन मैच में ये हुआ। तो आप लोगों ने क्या करना है, आप लोगों ने
well within striking distance with 7 wickets in hand.
Well, he's striking at 175. I think the challenge will come against Chakravarti. It's not the easiest to hit for sixes.
Yeah, the pace at which he bowls. The only opportunity you get is if he drags it down. Like that. It's gone for 6.
It's a 50 partnership in these two. They're batting wonderfully together, and it's as if he heard you, Rav. The drag down. He was waiting for the drag down, and he's just dismissed it. He likes hitting that way. It does seem like it's the shorter part of the ground. It doesn't matter. 74 metres. He's clearing most boundaries. Shot.
He's getting the sixes at the right time. And again. Or will it? Andre Russell now has taken it. High in the air, he'll be really disappointed. This should have gone a long way. Again the drag down, but he gets the top edge. And against the run of play now, KKR have struck.
He's striking his helmet as he goes back. I know he needed to score more, but at a crucial phase, he's played a very nice little innings for RCB. 34 of 18. When someone gets out, you always wish he'd scored a little bit more. But I think he's played a very decent hand here. He's gone for 34. Yes, Kohli is disappointed, but there's a lot of hitters to come. 1-1-3 for 4.
जो है वो सारी पढ़ी है न्यूज़ वगैरह, ठीक है। तो मैं अगर यहाँ डायरेक्ट लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करूँ तो ज़्यादा बेहतर रहेगा, क्योंकि इसके अंदर सारी IPL की वीडियोस आ जाएंगी। ये देखिए, ये IPL आ
मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे। ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है। जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
We like the fact they've sent out DK. Sometimes they hold him back till 15, 16. He's got, when he's batted 4 for India, he's opening a test match. He can control it from here.
I think good move. He's got the experience as well. And sometimes too much is made out of that word finisher.
Make the leap. Bring what you do online with GoDaddy. Whatever your thing is, we've got the right domain.
So 2 for 21
Search
for
the
Chakravarti.
largest selection of domains. See what you find.
88 needed from 51.
Cartoons.tv, ठीक है। यहाँ पे आपको हर एक कार्टून जो हम 90s के स्टूडेंट हो गए सीरीज आ गई, देखिए यहाँ पे जो है एक
He's got a slip in place as well. They've got to be thinking wickets as well.
फॉलोअर्स आपको चाहिए जितना मैंने कहा, और आपको वो डाउनलोड हो गया। ये वाला ऐसे बहुत करना आपने। और एक साइट है अभी ये इंग्लिश में पूरे वर्ल्ड से, आपको यहाँ पे क्लिक करूंगा तो ये देंगे, और 2-3 एड्स आपको पता चल गया कि
Prabhu Desai missed over that because he was very in. Russell was taller and he's banged on the rope.
कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा। सामने भी लेता हूँ तो यहाँ पे कोई लोगो वगैरह नहीं। तो आपको क्या करना है, सबसे पहले वीडियो पे क्लिक करना है, ऊपर पेंसिल के बटन को मैंने डाउनलोड करा था तो मैं यहाँ पे वो ले लेता हूँ, ठीक है। तो ये शुरू हो गया डाउनलोड करना, ठीक है। हमारे पास यही वीडियो डाउनलोड हो गया। अभी आपको वीडियो आपके सामने शो हो जाएगा। अभी आपको यहाँ से देखिए, ये देखिए ओरिजिनल वीडियो आ गया।
Keep maintaining the tempo, not allow it to drop.
ये लिंक है दोस्तों, देखिए
Just now he's in there.
आपका डाउनलोड हो
53
जाएगा।
from
तो ऊपर आपको कुछ कोड यहाँ पे नजर आएंगे। आपको सिर्फ कंट्रोल F दबाना है दोस्तों। जैसे ही आप कंट्रोल F दबा,
single to end the
यहाँ
over.
पे राइट साइड में एक पॉपअप ओपन हो जाएगा।
It's 115 for 4.
कोडिंग मिलेंगी तो आपको घबराना बिल्कुल नहीं है। 2 मिनट में आपका डाउनलोड हो जाएगा। तो ऊपर आपको कुछ कोड यहाँ पे नजर आएंगे। आपको सिर्फ जो है, मैं इसको पूरा कम कर देता हूँ। और अभी यहाँ पे कोई भी डाउनलोड का ऑप्शन नहीं है। तो आपको क्या करना है दोस्तों, सिंपल है। तो यहाँ पे देखिए राइट क्लिक करना है आपको और नीचे ऑप्शन है इंस्पेक्ट। तो इंस्पेक्ट पे यहाँ पे मैं क्लिक करूंगा, ठीक है।
Say that at some point Nitish Rana's got to go look beyond his spinners and get some overs of pace in. Could have gone to Arora, who's bowled one. Umesh Yadav, who's got one. He's gone to Andre Russell, bowled a really good first over. Has it been taken? Oh yes, is that the moment? And it required a great catch to end such a good innings. Venkatesh Iyer on the boundary. What a catch, it was falling short of him. I thought he'd rolled over and maybe it had popped out of his hands. This is a stunning moment in the game.
Absolutely no doubt in my mind that is the Herbalife active catch of the match. Outstanding.
Yes, yeah, I need the best angle of your catch, please.
Such agility, such athleticism. Absolutely.
Just rock and roll out there, please. Just take it back. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, roll all the way through. Okay, yeah, catch is taken cleanly. Ball doesn't touch the ground. Yeah, I'm ready for my decision over this one.
Just a formality going to Michael Goff, wasn't it? Just a formality. It was a clean catch. 54 of 37. Now they're up against it. RCB 115
यहाँ पे राइट साइड में एक पॉपअप ओपन हो जाएगा। यहाँ पे आपको कुछ कोडिंग मिलेंगी तो आपको घबराना बिल्कुल नहीं है। 2 मिनट में आपका डाउनलोड हो जाएगा। तो ऊपर आपको कुछ कोड यहाँ पे नजर आएंगे। आपको सिर्फ कंट्रोल F दबाना है दोस्तों। जैसे ही आप कंट्रोल F दबाओगे नीचे देखिए एक फाइंड का ऑप्शन ओपन हो गया। तो वहाँ पे सिर्फ आपको MP4 लिखना है। क्या लिखना है?
Suyash Prabhu Desai has got a reputation of being an attacking batter. We've seen glimpses of it so far. RCB have to win this game without any of their top 3 today. I'll tell you another little moment in this narrative. Jason Roy is injured, so he goes back in. Normally, who's the player subbed out? Venkatesh Iyer. Stays on the field. He's picked up one of the catches of the season.
Absolutely outstanding. The fact that he's got a run to his left, so Kohli not trying to go over the man, he's trying to find the gap there. Oh, that's outstanding. That is, and he knew it too, Venkatesh Iyer.
And I'll tell you who'll be very, very happy with that, because he's seen him over the years in domestic cricket. Now here, Chandu Pandit, tell us about that catch and about Venkatesh Iyer.
Yes, there is no doubt about it, the way he has taken that catch. In fact, he was after me last couple of games that he really wanted to go on the field. And he always been saying that, you don't have a confidence in me that, I can be a good in outfield. So he's proved today.
This use of spin, it's interesting. Even here, it's spin that's turning the game for you.
Yes, it's very important for us to, the 3 spinners should be able to bowl well. Looking at the surface, initially when we batted, I think ball was a little bit sticking, was coming a little slow onto the bat. But still long way to go, Harsha, and, we're looking for another couple of wickets because the pattern of this 20 overs game, one cannot underestimate that.
You know this ground very well, Chandu. Happy memories for you. Bittersweet, you beat your own side. Mumbai, but you know this ground very well.
Yes, that is what, in the dressing room I mentioned about the guys. That is a great memory that just year before that Madhya Pradesh has won the trophy here.
Quick one, tell us about what you've done with Varun Chakravarti. He's going quicker through the air. He seems a better bowler this year.
Yes, I think he's very, very confident about the way he has been working in the camps earlier before the IPL. I think that he has understood that he's more little quicker in the air. Probably that trajectory will not easily get the batsman gets going. So, but I think that still today, he could have a little bit bowl a little bit up to the batsman.
Thanks, Shandu. That's 4 and a valuable 4 because there's only 2 runs of the over up to that point. 13 gone. It's 121 for 5.
नया पेंट एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास इतना खर्चा जो किया है लेकिन ये तो बचत वाला पेंट है इंडिगो एक्सटीरियर इमल्शन इसका बढ़िया कवरेज मतलब कम पेंट ज्यादा खूबसूरती सॉलिड बचत इंडिगो एक्सटीरियर इमल्शन गोल्ड सीरीज बचत वाला पेंट
राजश्री इलायची टशन का जश्न
He's gone back to Sunil Narayan. 2 overs for 24 so far. It's been that kind of season for Sunil Narayan. I get the feeling that with the match just moving towards KKR a little bit, he's trying to slip an over a Sunil Narayan in, and that might sound blasphemous given all that he's done in the matches he's turned around for KKR over the years. But that's a reality at the moment. And that's found the gap as well. And they're playing him wonderfully off the back foot. We saw Lombard do that. Now we're seeing Karthik do that.
The other issue here is knowledge of your opponent. He'll be well aware of what it is he delivers and how he delivers. Dinesh Karthik having captained Sunil Narayan and kipped to him.
These boundaries just keeping them in the game. The other thing is they've got batters like Willie to come. He can hit the long ball. So they've got batting to come.
Yeah, but then this is the man that RCB would be looking at. He's had a quiet season with the bat. Dinesh Karthik. Suyash Prabhudesai reminding again at the start of the tournament that RCB believes he can be the finisher, he can be that impact player role if desired, and he can get the team to win. Probably this is the partnership which will give and put that belief back in that dressing room. But for that they need to keep going. They need to capitalize here. This is nice too, to back up that boundary from Dinesh Karthik at the first ball of the over.
What they cannot afford is overs of 3, 4, 5 runs. The top 5 fantasy players of this match, the Dream 11 top 5, Jason Roy with 88, Nitish Rana 73, good to see Vijay Kumar in there 68, even better to see Suya Sharma. 2 players in their first season playing such key roles. 7 of this over, 3 balls left, it started well. It broke the stumps, but the ball was at mid-off.
Yeah, I wonder how much of an opportunity it is that. A better throw. It's too deep, needs to be shorter than that. Needs to be more at the stumps and give Sunil Narayan a chance to collect and whip the bails off.
I think it's played for 2. Very well done. The keeper, everyone actually. Shot for two. Keeper's gone all the way to the edge of the circle. Fielders come to collect the throw. I think he's in.
TV umpire to director have an umpire review for run out at the striker's end. Can I see the side on angle, please? Okay, yeah, batsman has made good his ground, so I'm ready for my decision on the big screen.
10 for the dive. Outstanding dive.
Yeah. Here's another one who's flying the flag for the fitness of the veterans.
Veterans.
Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah.
He played his first test in 2004.
Rohit Sharma's debut 2006.
Veteran. It's not a bad word.
Not at all.
That's not bad because they've got the runs from the over. 132 for 5.
चार्जर देना.
Charging. New charge with instant kick. अपना चार्जर उठाओ.
I am heat.
Blue Star inverter AC with fast cool technology. Bye bye heat. Blue Star.
But look where KKR are. KKR win this game. They go up 6 points. They're again in the mix. They lose this game. They're staring at an uncertain future in this year's Star IPL. RCB on the other end, they win this. They're starting to challenge the top 4. That is why this game was so critical.
The bigger issue for me is arrest the slide. They've lost, what, 4 on the bounce? It's just too many. And here they are in a winning position, in a position that they should be able to convert. It'd be too demoralizing if from here they're unable to take the points. That's why those pensive faces are on your screen.
And when you lost 4 on the trot, you start to wonder if that is where the next defeat is coming from. But you too can go beyond the boundaries and discover the wonders of Saudi, the Red Sea, Alullah, the heritage of Darya, and the charm of Jeddah. All at visitsaudi.com.
Interesting that 4 games on the bounce that they've lost, and the one game that, of course, they beat the RCB at home in Kolkata, and the one they won is with the Rinku Singh magic of scoring those runs. So how much of the confidence does that come when you win chasing 29 in the last over and you get that win? Yes, it will give you a lot of confidence, but does that confidence last you till the next or the following outing or not? It's something that hasn't been there in the Kolkata Knight Riders setup, and you can't expect a Rinku Singh kind of a knock to come in every second game.
How's he going to bowl these last 5? Does he go back to Sunil Narayan, who's having an off day, 3 overs for 34? Where does he get the remaining 5? Suyash is bowling out now. Chakravarti's got just 1. Nitish Rana's not going to bowl at the death, so he'll have to go back to Vaibhav Arora and Andre Russell. Russell have to bowl 2. Oh, leading edge and fall safe. What a moment it would have been for this young man who...
Yeah, what a night for Suyash. It's been fabulous. Big job, huge job up at the front.
He's impressed a lot of people. He's impressed almost everybody who's seen him bowl the wrong hand. We saw earlier in this over, really pushed one through at 100 Ks. Now he's produced a leading edge. Can they come back for 2 against that throwing arm? There's trouble at the non-strikers end. There is big trouble at the non-strikers end. Dinesh Karthik was searching for the second. Suyash Prabhudesai would not even be in the frame when the stumps are broken. Yet another goes down for RCB.
Oh, goodness. Just so... It's pedestrian. It really should have been just a 2, and the communication was necessary. Is there a second? Is there not? So much hesitation, and in the end, well, Prabhu Desai's got to go for 10. They're 137 for 6.
The way you're looking at me, smiling like you do, it's clear to see this game called love is made for me and made for you.
Long ball, and he can score runs quickly. But they're running out of batters. Just 5 of this over so far. And he'll keep strike. Dinesh Karthik, only 6 of the over. 138 for 6.
Charger देना.
Charging. New charge with instant kick. अपना चार्जर उठाओ.
They might be celebrating at the moment. There's still 63 to get. How often have we seen in this tournament this kind of target chase down? 80, 90 have been made. The problem is they've lost 6 wickets. Hasaranga's in, Willie can bat. This could be a big over. Sunil Narayan, they've taken 34 off his 3. Now, for a start, there weren't 2 in that, but the fielder is a brilliant fielder.
Yeah, Anukul Roy came in very quickly, and he's got a very good throwing arm as well. Perfect throw. Yes, there could have been a discussion on why Suyash Prabhudesai did not say no, but to be fair, Dinesh Karthik did look at his partner before he crossed him over or tried to cross him over. The simple answer could have been no, because barely 45 yards from where Anukul Roy threw that ball. Yet again, we see run-outs or just a run-out in the RCB innings.
Crazily, neither are sure there's a second. You look at this. Neither are sure. And yet they still continue with the second rather than abort and say, no, rather not. Stop, let's just take 1, play it safe. From the outset, though, yeah, the running wasn't good. With the rate climbing, need to be running that much harder and trying to turn that into a second if there is the opportunity.
As happens after every run out, each batter looks at the other and says, what have you done?
I think the fact also is, when you know the ball's going in the direction of a very good fielder and it's not too far away from the stumps, sometimes you don't need to look at your partner. Sometimes you, as a batter or as a non-striker, know that there's not going to be a second.
Dinesh Karthik bailed out of the second run so quickly. He started off thinking 2. He says, no, not again. The Herbalife active catch of the match. Very, very good from Rinku Singh. Then Andre Russell. Very good on the boundary. And you want to struggle to get one better than that last one that you will see again. Oh, they're going for 2 again. But this time it's a long throw. Oh,
Harsha.
You're making it sound as to say 2 is like a free fall.
I reckon that. Yeah, there you go. Wonderful catch. Absolutely brilliant catch.
Dinesh Karthik's taking the first one quickly. They're going for 2 again. And he makes it. It's a story of 2s this game. 16 overs gone. It's 145 for 6.
Oh, Bogle. there's the signal. The Seat Tyres strategic timeout. Yeah, 145 for 6, and TV umpire wanting to just have a look at the running. And he said they're going for 2, Harsha. They might well have got only 1, despite crossing a couple of times. Let's have a look. Yep, he's okay. In and out. Quickly. Yeah, all those in purple. Pretty happy. Yeah, the Seat Tyres strategic timeout at 145 for 6.
थला के किले में बटलर और हेटमायर ने मचाया हल्ला। अब थला और जड्डू क्या रॉयल्स के मैदान में लेंगे अपना बदला? टाटा IPL राजस्थान वर्सेस चेन्नई लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
This broadcast is co-presented by Dream 11 in association with Airtel 5G Plus. Charged by Thumbs Up, Asian Paints, Kamla Passant, Anoka Svad, Tata New, Parlay Platina Hide and Seek, Ask for RuPay Credit, Jindal Panther TMT Rebars, and Mountain Dew.
इस सीजन बदल गई है चेज की डेफिनेशन।
That is quite extraordinary. 5 6s in a row. Absolutely brilliant.
MS Dhoni.
Fine shot for 6.
That's where is exceptional.
Shimron Empire, what a finisher you are. Unbelievable finish.
यही तो बनाता है इस लीग को इनक्रेडिबल प्रीमियर लीग। देखिए हर शाम 7:30 बजे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
What a shot.
इस टाटा IPL पावर प्ले में बने हैं अब तक के सबसे बड़े स्कोर्स।
Unbelievable shot.
इस धमाकेदार शुरुआत ने हर मैच को बनाया मजेदार।
Big, very big. 6.
देखते रहिए टाटा IPL हर शाम 7:30 बजे। लखनऊ बैंगलोर से लास्ट बॉल पे गेम जीता।
What a game.
क्या होगी जीत रिपीट या विराट और मैक्सवेल करेंगे लखनऊ को डिफीट? टाटा IPL लखनऊ वर्सेस बैंगलोर स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
Action, reaction, and a 360-degree analysis of the incredible Premier League, making for an unrivaled viewing experience and making memories that last forever, that only the big screen can deliver. Make sure you tune in for Jindal Panther Cricket Live.
Weekdays from 6:30 p.m. and weekends from 2:30 p.m. माही मार रहा है, कोहली दहाड़ रहा है, हिटमैन तोड़ रहा है। इनक्रेडिबल लीग में छक्कों की बौछार। देखिए टाटा IPL हर रात 7:30 बजे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
राजस्थान के रॉयल हिटर्स के निशाने पे होंगे हमारे बॉलर्स, लेकिन हमारे आर्चर के निशाने पे होंगे उनके 3 स्टंप्स।
टाटा IPL मुंबई वर्सेस राजस्थान 30 अप्रैल।
So we're done with the Seat Tyres strategic timeout, and 14 needed per over. And Andre Russell will bowl the 17th. 56 needed from 24. What KKR have done well is they've chipped away at the wickets. So 145 for 6. Hasranga Karthik at the crease. Here goes Russell.
Yeah, something needs to happen fairly quickly here. Dinesh Karthik's got 15 from 14. 23 rocks to go, 56 required. This over or the next over, one of them has to go for about 20. And they've got to try and play catch-up, because after this, there's only 18, then 12, and then it really is all pressure on.
They'll have to see who's going to bowl. There's one over of Chakravarti, so they'll have to target somebody. Oh, that was well struck, unfortunately, for Dinesh Karthik. Too straight.
Yeah, too straight. Way too straight. Onto middle stump, that was. Yeah, don't need that with the rate climbing. In comparison, they're not too far behind. There are his options, and he'll be thinking about those, and no doubt they'd have discussed them. But 152 for 2 at the same stage, it's not too big a difference.
That's a good strike for 6. He's picked the bones out of that. Change of pace, he climbed into it.
Just what's needed here for RCB. Dinesh Karthik can get the skates on. Yeah, it was slow. Ravi Shastri calls it. Makes the pace. And he hits it for enough. Beautiful shot. Can this now start the race? The race for the finish line. 50 required from 21 rocks.
Yeah, it would be just the right time. If you're the RCB camp, with the way the runs have come from the top 3, with why Karthik is in this, I think back to last year, missed a finisher, as it were, this is the sort of situation.
Yeah, it's right up the street, really. And we've seen a couple of good overs. KP mentioned a 20-run over. And suddenly the equation changes.
And this not just for a win, but it was Anjumo was sitting here before and was talking about belief. And many would have sat there, and whilst Virat Kohli was still going, thinking, oh, get us over the line, get us over the line. He does it, then it's still those 3. But with him sitting in the dugout and Dinesh Karthik out there, if he does it, then all of a sudden, the rest of the team can believe that, hold on, if they don't get it, we still can. And they need that as the tournament goes along. So big job here for Dinesh Karthik, big job here for the middle and lower order.
Oh, that's straight. He timed it too well. Hasaranga. Straight to the man in the deep.
Intention correct. Execution too good. Finds the fielder. Look at this. Absolutely creams it. Creams it. Caught on the point boundary. There's a good catch. And Andre Russell, he just walked over to the captain and he just said to his captain, well, yep, sometimes they happen. And it happened there now for Andre Russell. Hasaranga goes for 5. It's 152 for 7.
पर तू अनोखा है, अलग है तू।
दुनिया कहेगी सब जैसा बात, कुछ ना कह, कुछ ना सुन।
All new Happy Fizz.
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
So David Willey has come out to the middle. He's no mug with the bat. He can strike it. Can play the big shots. And that's what they need at this stage. But good to see from KKR's point of view that Andre Russell has come to the party with a couple of wickets. He's, like I mentioned, had a quiet IPL. This could spark off things. Being involved in the game, a couple of wickets. His turn will come with the bat. Just a single. So ends up being a good over. 8 runs of it, 153 for 7.
प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, लैमिनेशन वाला अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट एक्सटीरियर पेंट। बारिश, धूप और धूल को आण दो।
राजस्थान के रॉयल हिटर्स के निशाने पे होंगे हमारे बॉलर्स, लेकिन हमारे आर्चर के निशाने पे होंगे उनके 3 स्टंप्स।
टाटा IPL मुंबई वर्सेस राजस्थान 30 अप्रैल।
So 153 for 7. I see 48 runs needed in 18 deliveries. Chakravarti into the attack. Now Varun Chakravarti, he's bowled pretty well, 3 overs, 2 for 23. Will be looking to add to his tally, so spin again doing the job today. Sunil Narayan has had an off day, but Suyash did well, 2 for 30. Just a single. They want Karthik on strike as much as possible.
B.A. Baracus on the left, Hannibal on the right. Plan, they hatch it. And they love it when a plan comes together. Look at this. Fantastic.
You're bowling to get somebody caught at backward point on the boundary.
That's execution.
That's being precise.
He didn't have to move a muscle.
No, straight to him, hit so well.
In the air, down the throat of deep mid-wicket. Finish, Karthik has to go. Rinku Singh making no mistake. 3rd wicket for Chakravarti. And 8 down RCB.
Yeah, they just haven't cleared the ropes as many times as they should have cleared the ropes. That was there. It should have been hit into the top tier. How many times have we seen it? Oh, Lomro had one. Dinesh Karthik has another one. Balls that should have gone for 6 don't. And that's the great game that these guys play. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it doesn't. BK goes for 22. RCB in all sorts of problems.
What's up, guys?
आमिर सर, एक 150 में भी तो खेलो।
150? That's fast. अरे 150 के लिए तो मैडी काफी है, मैडी। सर, आपको बोला है खेलने के लिए। अरे एड्स में तुम लोग भी तो डुप्लीकेट यूज करते हो। हाइट, बॉडी, अकल, शक्ल छोड़ के सबको सेम तो है। मुझसे ज्यादा डुप्लीकेट तो ये है।
मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे। ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है।
So Chakravarti again. Vishak, the new man there. Just losing wickets. A few of these deliveries should have been parked in the stands, really.
Yeah, so often we say that it is a particular skill, this power hitting, with players able to regularly hit the ball out the ground. It's 6 hitting city, this. But it doesn't mean, even if they lob it to you underhand, it doesn't mean you'll hit it out the ground every time. So those who can, that's why we admire them. Because with regularity, they keep pumping it out the ground.
This is turning out to be an excellent over. There's one ball to finish a very, very good spell. 3.5 overs, 3 for 26, 1 ball left in a spell. Just 3 conceded in this over. There should be a happy bunch there, KKR, at the moment. Excellent over and a fine spell. Just a single, just 4 runs conceded. He finishes his 4 overs, 3 for 27. Chakravarti, it's 157 for 8.
What's up, guys?
आमिर सर, एक 150 में भी तो खेलो
150
That's fast.
अरे 150 के लिए तो मैडी काफी है मैडी
सर आपको बोला है खेलने के लिए
अरे एड्स में तुम लोग भी तो डुप्लीकेट यूज करते हो हाइट बॉडी अकल शक्ल छोड़ के सबको सेम तो है मुझसे ज्यादा डुप्लीकेट तो ये मजा आएगा जब सब खेलेंगे ड्रीम 11
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
44 needed from 12. Even a 20 run over won't do. They need more than that. At this stage, when KKR were batting, they were 170. Andre Russell will bowl the 19th over. Vishak, the man on strike.
I wonder, gentlemen, if we're getting into the territory where batting teams, having been asked to bat first, and normally when you ask teams to bat first, it's because there's that tentativeness or there's that period in the game where you might kind of get a few dots and teams don't go all out because they're trying to work out conditions. But we might have gone into a place where those teams have adjusted and are quite happy to go as hard as possible up at the front. And so the goal might be shifting to hold on, bat first, go out hard, and the pressure then is back to the team that is chasing.
And it's worked out well for KKR. This is perfect from KKR's point of view. And what was good to see, Pommy, was the clarity at the toss as well. Nitish Rana wanted to bat. Because their strength is spin. They've got three spinners. If they can put the runs on the board of 180, 190, 200, they can then put the squeeze on the opposition. They've done exactly that. 5 wickets to spin. And what's good to see, I think one of the biggest positives is Russell bowling his 4 overs. And not waiting till the 16th over, 14th over for him to bowl. He was brought on the in the 7th over. So this is again a very good over. Just runs coming in singles. It's hotting up the IPL. Another 3 weeks to go. Tomorrow, this should be a terrific contest. Both teams in the top 4, Rajasthan Royals playing the Chennai Super Kings. And that'll come to you live from Jaipur, 7:30 local time. And they've had some good contests in the past.
Normally the pink city. Do you think there's going to be a lot of yellow there tomorrow night?
I think that's called a rhetorical question.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? Absolutely incredible.
You see, it's a top of the table clash. In many ways, top 4 there, both teams in the top 4.